ever experienced a lot of hair shedding or hair thinning, and it doesn't matter how many products that you use, from hair serums to hair oils, nothing seems to work? Well, it may not have nothing to do with your products, but it has all to do with your what's going on internally. And for that, I'm talking about your iron specifically. Now, don't laugh, but this is my hair diagram. Over here, we have a normal hair follicle. This is deep in your scalp. It's well nourished. Over here, these are your blood vessels. And so it's able to transport oxygen and nutrients to your hair follicle, and it's getting the support that it's needs. And so this is what a healthy scalp looks like versus when your scalp is experiencing hair shedding and hair thinning, your hair follicle actually starts to shrink. And so this one is deeper into your scalp and is well nourished, but this one you could tell that it's slightly smaller than the normal hair follicle. Also, the blood vessels are thinner as well. So it's not able to transport the same nutrients as a normal hair follicle. This is all what happens versus in a healthy scalp versus a not so healthy scalp. So you could use all the hair products in the world, but if your scalp is looking like the shrunken one, then all those serums and oils are not going to be able to support this. Now, when it comes to our hair, this is so important to understanding our hair cycle. As you may have already known, looking at other videos and probably some of my past videos, our hair goes through different hair cycles. It has its growth phase, its shedding phase, and the resting phase. But in order to stay in that growth phase, it needs oxygen and nutrients. And this is very important when it comes to our iron. Now, our iron, this helps to carry blood to those special areas, including our hair. So if it's low, it's actually, our bodies are so smart because it actually prioritizes our vital organs versus our hair. Now, our hair is important, but compared to the other organs in our body, it actually prioritizes that over our hair. And so one person can experience an extreme amount of shedding only because iron is taking the oxygen and everything it needs to those other important areas in your body. Serums by itself, it cannot do the job. And so as you're applying a serum, let me draw it for you. As you're applying these different serums to your scalp, of course, with oils, it only seals what's already there. And so it doesn't matter how much oil that you apply to your scalp or serum, it's just going to complement what's already there or enhance what's already there. And so the serums by itself in the oils, it cannot do the job without you having that nutrient support at the bottom. So what are the signs that you may be experiencing low iron? Well, I'm glad you asked. If you've experienced hair shedding, that could be a sign, or you have thin edges, that could also be a sign. If you're extremely tired, more than normal, that also could be a sign. Pale skin, as well as having short hair strands and not able to retain your length. Even if you have a good hair routine, you're still not able to retain that length. It may be a deeper issue that's happening inside your body. So when it comes to this, you don't just want to focus on iron by itself, but there's another thing that you need to focus on. And that, my friend, is ferritin. Now, ferritin is a protein that helps to store iron. And so if your ferritin levels are low, then it's not able to store the iron, which means your hair is shedding a lot. And so how do we fix it? I'm glad you asked. Well, when it comes to our ferritin, the first thing we want to do is we want to be able to test to see where we're at. We don't want to assume, but get some simple blood work and see where your ferritin number is. And we want to then address it by taking supplements to help increase our ferritin, we also want to especially start eating iron-rich foods like spinach, making sure we're eating our meats, like our red meats, and our beans, like our lentils. That's also high when it comes to iron. And then we also want to make sure we're supporting our body with vitamin C, because vitamin C is going to, when you take vitamin C along with iron, this is going to help to make sure your body is keeping that iron. And so we don't want to have like a calcium rich food, or like drink milk or something with iron, but we want to make sure that our body is able to absorb all the iron that we're getting from our foods and everything. And so that's just something we could do to help support our bodies. And so by doing this, when after you check your ferritin levels and you're on like a regimen for like 3 to 6 months, then you check it again and see as your numbers increase. Also pay attention to how your hair is responding as well. And so then by addressing the root issue, we could also use our hair products and everything, and that's going to help our hair to flourish. So I pray that this has blessed you. Make sure you share it with someone that comes to mind, and I will talk to you next time. Bye, beautiful.